Welcome back, Marks and Marquettes. Psycho Steve coming to you beyond the shoot. Another edition of Back to School, grading some of the matches. This time, we're going to be talking about NXT. NXT is a shorter show, of course, it's only an hour. SmackDown is 2 hours, Raw is 3 hours, NXT 1 hour. So they got to fit all that talent into a few matches. Today, we had a really good match to start off. The Velveteen Dream, the artist formerly known as Prince. Oh no, Velveteen Dream, I'm sorry. He was going up against Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate is a very, very good wrestler from the UK. He used to be the UK champion. He was the first ever UK champion. I thought this was a really good match. I gave it a B+. Velveteen Dream is pretty much white hot right now. He is liked by everybody in NXT. He is a phenomenon right now. But they still put him as a heel. He is still a heel. He is very, very conceited, very egotistical, and he comes out as, you know, Velveteen Dream pretty much. But he's very eccentric as well. He's not polished in the ring. I gave this a B because he's still raw. He's still raw. Tyler Bate, already 21 years old. He's already been in the business for about 6 years wrestling. So he knows what he's doing. He's a very, they call it the British strong style. Like Shinsuke Nakamura strong style. This is the British strong style. So it's very hard hitting. You're gonna see a lot of European uppercuts. It was a really good match. It lasted about maybe 10 minutes. Velveteen Dream coming out with a win. They're pushing it, probably towards a NXT championship match. I'm not sure who it's gonna be with or what time it's gonna come, but they are pushing him very, very well. So I think Velveteen Dream did very well in this match. Tyler Bate did carry him a little bit because he has more experience. But Velveteen Dream is going to be a star in NXT, and he could be called up to the main roster very, very soon. Next up, we have our second match. Very unknown wrestler, Cesar Bononi. A little bit about him, his background. He is the 2017 new NXT star. He's going to be pushed pretty soon, but right now he's still a newcomer. He's still raw, just like Velveteen Dream. He has a lot of talent, a lot of size, great body, not too well on the mic, but he's going to be a great wrestler. Put him in the ring today with Adam Cole. Baby! He's one of the best wrestlers in the independents. Coming to NXT was one of the biggest things I loved about the year 2017 with the Undisputed Era. Let me see if I can get it right. Undisputed Era. I think he's very charismatic. He reminds me of Shawn Michaels. He's short. That super kick of his looks like Shawn Michaels. So I think he's a very, very good addition to NXT. He's been having great matches since he got here. This was pretty much a squash match. Hashtag squash match. If you don't know what a squash match is, Google it, because I don't know either. No, I'm just kidding. A squash match pretty much is a very short match highlighting the superstar, not the other opponent. So basically it was a 2-minute squash match. The Undisputed Era did interfere in the match, which helped Adam Cole win. But I mean, this was one of those where you knew who was gonna win, you just didn't know how much time it was gonna take him. So I give it a B+, because Adam Cole is a tremendous talent, and he's very charismatic, and I love his style. Cesar Bononi, let's see if he gets better. I think he will get better. He just needs more matches, longer matches, more time in the ring. So a B+ on this one. The main event of the night, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. This is a rematch of the finals of the women's tournament that they had recently, the Mae Young Women's Classic, which Kairi Sane actually won. Shayna Baszler is a beast. She is an MMA fighter turned wrestler. She is one of the 4 horsewomen, along with what's that girl's name? I forgot her. She's like an MMA star. I forgot her name. Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey. She and Shayna Baszler used to fight together. They've trained together. She's a very good talent. She's very raw too, but she is a tough competitor. And like I said, I think NXT needed a female beast. With Nia Jax leaving NXT, going to the main roster, it opened up a spot for Shayna Baszler. Like I said, she's tough. She's very tough. She's very intimidating. They call her the Queen of Hearts. I think she took Kairi Sane to the limit. Kairi Sane, we know she is very, very talented. She is a tiny little, sailor. She wears that sailor. She has that pirate ship thing going on. She's very charismatic. She's very cute. Everybody thinks of her. She is one of the great baby faces in the women's division in NXT right now. Shayna Baszler pretty much smashed her. It took about maybe 8 minutes for the match. And Shayna Baszler, of course, is a submission specialist and beat her with a chokehold. We had a lot of spots, a lot of highlighted spots in this match. Kairi Sane can fly, and she has a great elbow drop. Didn't get to use it in this one because Shayna Baszler took her down pretty much. This is probably going to set up a match between Ember Moon, the NXT Women's Champion, and Shayna Baszler again. I really think this match is going to be part of maybe the takeover before WrestleMania, but we're going to have to build that up because it's still 6 weeks away. This match, actually, I give it an A because there was 2 different styles and they came together very well. Didn't clash at all. They had really good spots. They sold all the moves very well. And Shayna Baszler coming out tells a really good story because, like I said, she's becoming the beast of the women's division in NXT. And last but not least, the Andrade Cien Almas segment. He is the NXT champion. Last week, said goodbye to Johnny Gargano. It was a loser leaves NXT match versus NXT championship. You see, I'm mixing shows here. I apologize. NXT championship versus the career of Johnny Gargano on NXT. Cien Almas did win, so Johnny Gargano is no longer in NXT. So Cien Almas needs a new opponent. He comes out. He is not a very good talker, but that's why he has his little valet, his little Latin, Latin firecracker. She's just brought him up to pretty much championship status here in NXT. So he is a really good wrestler, but he's not really good on the mic yet. He doesn't know the English language too well. When you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. This segment also included two other wrestlers who are in the championship talks. Killian Dane from Sanity, Aleister Black. They're probably going to have a couple of matches here and there to see who's going to be the #1 contender to the NXT Championship that Cien Almas has right now. But that's a build-up. So Cien Almas, pretty much, he needs a new opponent after Johnny Gargano's, title match last week. And these two guys are probably going to battle it out. Aleister Black he's a beast. Killian Dane is a bigger beast. So these two guys are going to match up pretty well. Killian Dane and Aleister Black, I think they're going to have a great couple of matches building up to probably TakeOver before WrestleMania, which will probably, whoever wins that match will face Andrade Cien Almas. The segment itself, I give it a C because our NXT champion is not good on the mic at all. He needs not more charisma, he just needs to learn the English language a little more. He needs a lot of work. But like I said, he's a great wrestler, so what he says in the ring with his talent and with his movesets and the matches that he has says enough. I mean, he doesn't need a mic. All he needs to do is go in and wrestle, let your little Latin firecracker talk for you. She talks very well, she brings the story up very well, so keep that story going the way it is. Killian Dane and Aleister Black, I think those two are going to have great matches. So we'll see how the build-up goes. But like I said, this segment was a C. So the entire show, of course, being as short as it is, we didn't get to see all the NXT talent. And I think one of the issues, one of my opinions, I believe we should add an hour to NXT. Just because there is a lot of talent and they want TV time and they want to go out and express themselves in the ring and, own their craft pretty much. So I'm a big fan of NXT, have been since it started. I used to watch it back when Seth Rollins was the first NXT champion. I've followed it since then and I believe it can get a lot better. It's growing by leaps and bounds, but it can get a lot better. I think we could put an extra hour for the show and bring out more talent. There were 3 matches in one segment on this show. Let's have a couple more matches. Let's bring some more tag teams out. I know the Dusty Tag Team Classic is coming. Maybe we can have it, have more time on NXT, show more matches. Get these guys out there. There's so much talent in NXT that has to be spotlighted, but there's just not enough time. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm a long-time wrestling fan. When I started watching NXT, I thought of this like from the get-go. It needs to be longer. The shows need to be longer. We need to have more matches. That's just my opinion. But like I said, opinions, come from everywhere. They should be coming from you. Even though I give opinions here and I grade some of these matches, your opinions count as well. So folks, I want you to click on this eye right here. Let us know what you think of the NXT show overall, what the matches, how you thought the matches went, who you thought was had the worst botch or the greatest match on the show. Just let us know. Just click that eye right there and you can give us your opinion. And also, important, like, comment, subscribe to our page, Beyond the Shoot. Beyond the Shoot is a new program that we're having on YouTube, so please let us know what you think. Like I said, my name is Psycho Steve. Just let me know what you want. The reason I call myself Psycho Steve, who else is going to wear a tie on their head? Seriously, me. I'm going to come out with something different every week, so stay tuned.